Morning, Anthony. We've had a hell of a morning here. Just talk us through what's gone on here this morning.
13 cows shot on the yard. Quite very upsetting to see it.
Yeah.
On the effect. But no, it's just bloody hard now at the minute. I don't, how can I say? Our income has stopped massive. You know, there's a good chunk of our income gone on stop because I've lost those calves. Yes, they've compensation, but it doesn't cover what I've got to pay to buy the cows back in. So we're down about £700 a head before we start. So, you know, there's £8,000 there gone, and that's only the money. It's not about the money. It's the fact about the animals. You know, they're innocent to this, and there's wildlife running around that needs to be culled like they're doing in England. They need to bloody pull their socks up, pull their heads out from their arses and fucking realise what's going on. You know, we're not the only one having this here. This is going on in pretty much 8 out of 10 farms around the area. It needs addressing. That's how I feel about it. It's just, yeah, it's not good. It's not good.
How, going forward, what is the impact in terms of your stock numbers? Obviously, you're a beef unit. These animals are heavy in calf. Are you planning to replace them, or are you just going to sort of...
Well, we've got heifers coming through, but I need to replace these cows, these stabilisers. They're a damn good cow. They're very efficient. They're good for the business. But we trade quite a few cattle. I buy a lot of calves in, rear them up, sell them as weaners, or take them onto storers or whatever. But our hands are tied on that. We'll be down on £40,000-50,000 worth of sales now this year already.
Wow.
You know, so that's until June. So I can't trade. So you know, they've said, oh, might be able to buy in after our next test. That might. But nobody gives you a straight answer in the ministry. Nobody's willing to answer the phone. They'd rather sit behind the desk, and somebody will come back to you and they'll tell you, we're working very hard. That's all you hear.
I know personally we are going through TB hell at home with us. It's just a massive impact on everybody involved, parents, employees, ourselves, you know, just... I know how difficult it's been for us. Is it the same with you? Is it sleepless nights? Is it fear, worry?
Fear is the next thing. The next test will be the worry. If we go down on the next test, I think, where do we go from there? Yeah. You know, we won't be able to buy in, or that'll be pretty much putting the nail in the coffin for the business, really. You know, it'll wind it up. So we've got to make sure we're clean. We've got to, you know, we've only been trading in this business for the last 2 years, and we're 130 sucklers. We've lost 10% of our sucklers this morning. Went off on the knacker wagon. So. Yeah, sleepless nights. Yeah, you do worry. You know, you try and put it to the back of your head, but...
You can't.
You can't.
No, because you live in it every day.
Yeah, you walk up the yard, you see it, and then you're out the fields. If you're out the fields walking around, you're checking the grass, you're thinking, Christ, is that a track going through the fields? Is that vermin? Yeah. And everybody thinks they're wonderful creatures and all this bullshit. Christ almighty, wake up and smell the roses. They need to see what's going on, the impact. Yeah. The impact is having on, it's not just people's lives and livelihoods, it's people's mental health. Yeah. That's a major factor.
Huge.
Massive.
I mean, it's going forward. I mean, we talked about it at home all day long. You know, it's going forward. Why a Welsh government refusing to do what they're doing in England? It just beggars belief. I just don't understand it whatsoever.
Well, they're obviously lining their own pockets. It's like every politician. They want to line their own pocket first. They make the nest. Once they make the nest, then they start giving little tidbits out to everybody else like that. That's how I see it. But unless the Welsh Assembly are going to prove us wrong and really, you know, step up to the mark, they've got to step up to the mark to see, you know, to have... If they want agriculture to stay in Wales, but obviously they don't because they want to plant trees and be tree huggers and everything else like that, where's this food going to come from? Where's it going to come from? So much for the environment. Let's ship it from the other end of the world. Look at the fuel being used on that. It's like a plane, one plane flying over. I think it's the fuel from one plane flying over is for a 300 cow herd, milking herd. That's his fuel for the year. Yeah. One plane. Yeah. Doesn't make sense, does it?
No sense whatsoever. Look, thank you for having me on farm today. I wish it was under better circumstances.
Yeah. Certainly.
You know, but look, thank you for being open and honest and allowing me in here this morning. So yeah, I can't thank you enough.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Steve.
Good man.
Thank you.